At UFC 300, our three best prop bets went 1 and 3. Obviously, Figueiredo going out there and getting the submission over Cody Garbrandt instead of the knockout, which is what we had. We have to rip up that ticket. Renato Moicano going out there and getting the TKO over Jalen Turner rather than the submission, so we have to rip up that ticket. But luckily, Alex Pereira comes through for us by knockout at plus 125, and he cashes for us in the main event. The long shot comes through for us, and I wish I actually tracked the FanDuel odds that I got on this one and not just the bet online ones, but we had a shot on Holloway round 3, round 4, round 5, all individual shots, plus 1,500, plus 1,600, but it is inevitably the plus 1,700 that cashes for us as Max Holloway goes out there and puts on the most iconic moment that will likely happen in UFC history. And for it to happen on a stage like UFC 300, you could not have written a better movie script. Great work for Max Holloway, and even better for us to cash that plus 1,700 round 5 prop on Max Holloway to knock out Justin Gaethje. All right, I got another 3 best prop bets for you guys, as well as a long shot. This week, a little bit tougher, in my opinion, but we'll try to go out there and at least cash 1 or 2 of these. Obviously, always trying to cash all 3 as well as the long shot, but let's see how good we can do. All right, first prop up that I got for you guys is going to be Maheshate by knockout at plus 125. I think that his speed, youth, and power advantage here over Gabriel Benitez was showcased in droves. It might be a little bit close early, but I think Maheshate will really start to damage Benitez down the stretch, and he probably knocks him out within 2 rounds. But I'm going to go with the KO prop here at plus 125. The second best prop bet that I got for you guys is going to be Austin Hubbard by decision, at plus 260 as he takes on Michal Figlak. Michal Figlak obviously lost his UFC debut to striker Fares Ziam, who had tremendous grappling success against Figlak. And I don't know if Figlak just has a bad takedown defense game or if he just was not expecting that approach from the Frenchman, but I think he's going to be in for a tough time against a guy in a Hubbard who's pretty damn good at the grind himself. Yes, he came up short against Kurt Holloway last time around, but I don't expect Figlak to provide the same type of aggressiveness and pressure and resistance that Holloway provided, which should allow Hubbard to dictate the pace of this fight with his kicks and eventually with his takedowns and grinding Figlak out from that top position. I expect to go the full 15 minutes and to cash that plus 260 ticket. The third and final prop that I got for you guys here is going to be in the co-main event, as I believe we'll see Ryan Spann knock out Bogdan Guskov and cash a plus 230 prop for us. I think Spann is going to obviously have the speed and power advantage early on in this matchup, and we've seen Bogdan get knocked out by somebody like Volkan Oezdemir, who obviously is able to produce just as much, if not the same amount of power of Ryan Spann, who I expect to land early and often and showcase that early finishing power that we have grown to know with Ryan Spann. The submission is on the table as well in case Bogdan gets hit, goes for a desperation takedown and leaves that neck open, as Spann has been known to snatch onto, but I'm hoping that he one punch knocks him out here, and at plus 230 I'm willing to take a shot. And the long shot that I got for you guys here is kind of on the cusp of what I would call a long shot, but I'm going to go with Na Liang inside the distance at plus 550. Seeing some of the grappling issues that we saw in Ivana Petrovic's game in her UFC debut against a fighter like Luana Carolina makes me believe that Na Liang could take this fight to the ground and showcase her finishing style, which she has been so successful with outside of the UFC. She's 0-3 in the UFC now, and I believe that this will be the spot that we actually see her pick up a victory. Remember, out of her 26 professional fights, 20 of them have finished in round 1. I believe that's the number. Absolutely crazy the amount of times that she has actually, 20 out of the 26 have finished in round 1. She's only gone to a decision 1 time in her career, and she's a finisher. She goes out there and she finishes her opponents. I expect her to do that here against Ivana Petrovic, who is way too big of a favorite in my opinion, but I'm going to hone in on what I believe is Liang's best path to victory, and that's to win inside the distance. Once again, that comes in at plus 550. There you guys go. 3 best prop bets for UFC Vegas 91. Make sure you guys check out the free parlay that I dropped earlier today, as well as the full card breakdown that I had on Thursday. We should be back to regularly scheduled programming starting Saturday with the immediate reaction podcast dropping right after the fights conclude, and then on Monday right back at it with the MMA Lawcast breaking down UFC 301, the pay-per-view headlined by Alexandre Pantoja and Steve Erceg, as well as the return of Jose Aldo as he takes on Jonathan Martinez as this all goes down in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. I believe it is in Rio. Could be wrong about that. Regardless, good luck on all your action this weekend, folks, and I'll see you guys Saturday night after the fights. Peace.